So there's this Milo guy. He says some good things about men's issues and the failures of one-sided gender politics. He also says some terrible things about nearly everything else. Recently, he said some intergenerational sexuality things, so let's examine whether these comments are in the good or terrible category. It starts with great stuff like this. Yes, Milo, we do get hung up on this kind of child abuse stuff, well past the point of absurdity. Heck, there might even be people willing to come out as agreeing with us that a professor-grad-student relationship doesn't constitute taking advantage of the young and the innocent. The law is probably about right. Sure, within about 5 years or so. That's probably roughly the right age. I think it's probably about okay, but there are certainly people who are capable of giving consent at a younger age. Yeah, they do it all the time. I certainly consider myself to be one of them. People who are sexually active younger. I think it particularly happens in the gay world, by the way. In many cases, actually, those relationships with older men. This is one reason I hate the left. This stupid one-size-fits-all policing of culture. Thank you. This sort of arbitrary and oppressive idea of consent. Thank you. Which totally destroys, understanding that many of us have. The complexities and subtleties and complicated nature of many relationships. People are messy and complex, in the homosexual world particularly. Some of these relationships between younger boys and older men, the sort of coming-of-age relationships, the relationships in which those older men help those young boys to discover who they are and give them security and safety and provide them with love and reliable and sort of a rock where they can't speak to their parents. Some of those relationships are the most... Holy crap, that was well said. This is what I've been preaching for over a decade. Turns out, even among those most critical of me, there are people who share the reasonable point of view and will even say so if they feel they can speak freely. This, comrades, is why you let unhinged and controversial people talk. There will be good ideas that need advocating that only they will have the courage and positioning to mention. When the church was brought up, Milo went on. Yep, said some more stuff. When pedophilia advocacy was suggested, he made some clarifications. Accurate ones. The age of 12 for which I'm oft-cited and the age of 13 Milo mentions here are not endorsements of pedophilia. They're endorsements of everything but pedophilia. Someone attracted to this age group and up is literally the opposite of a pedophile. To further generalize Milo's advocacy for cross-generational relationships, I think some of the most important, enriching, and incredibly life-affirming relationships are between the young and the old. They can be hugely positive experiences. They can even save young people from desolation and suicide, provided they're consensual. This is outstanding. 1,000,000 righties will now come to reason on this issue, with their good friend having led the way. Of course, it wasn't all good. Pedophobia followed. The difference between a conservative and a liberal, like what liberal should mean, not whatever the hell it means now, is one of them will understand and recognize the humanity of the group that comes next. Can you actually take what you have learned from your struggle and apply that knowledge to the next issue? So, what are we going to make of all this? Doesn't think intergenerational relationships with teenagers as young as 13 are necessarily bad. Plus a lot. Recognizes and condemns the sex-negative hysteria. Plus a lot. Thinks such relationships can be hugely positive experiences. Plus a lot. Possibly unaware of the shitstorm you walked into. Meh. Not standing behind his comments as strongly as he should. Has no trouble throwing the next group of people under the bus. Negative a bunch. I'll still call it a big win. Thanks, Milo.